Now I started all these little trays, if you want to call them that, of seed. Rock wool in these, the soil plugs here, more rock wool over here. Now over here, Butter Crunch is starting to peek through. That needs to be watered. The iceberg is coming up. I can see the romaine trying to peek through here, but I'm going to wait till it comes all the way up. And this one, I've got cucumber coming up there on the end. This one came up, but the seed was small and malformed, so I think I'm just going to chunk it and either plant another seed or hope the other seed that's already in there comes on up. The broccoli's all coming up. Of course, it's not going to get planted in the tube system. It's going to go into one of the grow beds. Cauliflower is coming through. I can see it coming down there and there. And pak choi is up. And this one, the pepper seeds aren't doing anything. And nor is the eggplant, which I can't figure the eggplant. Its seeds are pretty much the same as broccoli seeds. As far as shape and germination and everything else, so I don't know why they're not trying to come up. The pepper seeds might just not be warm enough for them, so I might just have to germinate them in a paper towel to get them going faster. But the pickling cucumbers are coming up, so what I'm doing right now, though, is these rock wool cubes are great. I mean, I've got 2 coming up, but they're still really young. I'm not ready to decide which one I'm going to keep yet of the pak choi that's coming up. So, but these 2 are far enough along that, hang on a second, I can grab a couple of net pots and I can just pick up the cube, slide it down in to a net pot. Now, I've got 2-inch net pots, and I think this is supposed to be 1.5 inch rock wool. And it's a perfect fit. It fits just fine. You don't have to put any gravel around it. I guess you could if you wanted to, but that will support the plant on its own, just as is. So, just like that. Now, some people break the rock wool up a little bit to make it easier for the plant to get its roots through. It doesn't matter. The plant's going to get roots through. That is not an issue. So, it will get roots through. So these 2, I can go ahead and come over here to my tube system. And the water level should be low enough in it that when I drop these in, only the last, let's see where I hit water at right there. Yeah, only the very bottom 1/2 inch of that rock wool cube is actually in the flow of water, which is perfect because it will wick up the moisture, so it'll stay damp. It'll keep the nutrients there for the plants to continue growing. Now, like I said, I've got 2 iceberg, but iceberg heads obviously too big to go on this side. But on the back side, the tube is, I think it's about 8 inches or so off the actual, let's go see. Yeah, I gotta fill that in. I don't know where that hole came from. It's probably from the night we redid all this. I didn't backfill much of it. It was so late when we finally got done. But as you can see, and yes, that is a GFI and it is above the water levels. As you can see, I've got a lot more space back there between the tube and the fish tanks. So I can go ahead and put the iceberg on the back side to see if it's going to grow in the tube system. If it doesn't do well in the tube system, I'll transplant some, or I'll start some more and I'll put it in the grow beds. But that's how easy this stuff is. And like I said, if you do like I did here and got real lazy and went ahead and broke the cubes apart, and actually these were 2 of the old cubes I'm reusing that the iceberg came up in. But I went ahead and stuffed them down into a cup. And these were actually plants that were harvested, I believe, before. But these were already in the cups. They're in the net pots. So, let's go this way, go around back. I can just come back here and iceberg. And since these were already in the cups, a little bit, water level's a little bit low back here. I need to adjust that. That's all there was to it. And I could literally, the ones that are in the egg carton, I could pull them out, the individual cubes that I've already got as individual cubes. I could pull them out, go ahead and stick them in net pots, but then they don't fit back inside the little carton slots. I guess you could force them down in there, but when you water, you would have to get a ½ inch or more of water in the bottom of each section before it actually got up to the rock wool. I went ahead and did these 4 in this little tray because I can water them till there's a film of water left in the bottom of the tray and leave it at that. These I can just water over them, and as long as there's a little bit of water down in the base of the cup, they're getting sufficient moisture, because I'm watering these things a couple times a day right now. But there's that. So